Terrorists threatening to bomb the National Assembly. Rep. Gaba Ibrahim Mohammed. Sanusi fought FG for borrowing money after subsidy removal. Tension rises in Anambra as actress Chioma Efemulidike unveils her campaign photos for the governorship election. So here we'll be saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you're watching us from. This is your favorite program, the CONFAB. You know what we do in the CONFAB? We bring you trending news about politics, all news that that is going on all over the country, and all over the parts of the world. And I'm not alone to bring you this news. I'm here with.
All right. Thank you. We really appreciate all our esteemed navigators. We appreciate you for always stay tuned and watching your favorite program and all the programs that we dish out here on Esteem Radio Vision. What we do, like Ayomikun said, we are here even to give our own opinion because we know you that are outside there watching us, you are wiser than how we do. Let us do it together. Adenipekun, Afolabi, your prince on the show. I'm saying welcome once again to your favorite program, the CONFAB, and let's use this avenue to appreciate those that we need to give that accolades to, especially the executive producer of this program, Deacon Michael Adeboye Ashaolu, and to the man behind the console, that is Balogun Absamaru. We appreciate Olamide Arubuola and Alex Adebosoye. Thank you so much
In
for
absentia.
in absentia
Yeah.
for your contribution. And today we are going to do it once again.
Yeah.
Join us at the comment section. Let us do it together.
All right. You're welcome once again. Afolabi has done justice to the greeting and the welcoming of our esteemed navigators. So yeah, we'll be bringing you the first news today. So it says that terrorists threatening to bomb the National Assembly. The House of Representative of the Federal Constituency, that is of the person of Gaba Ibrahim Mohammed. Yeah, he made this known in one of the meetings that was held, like the policy legal advocacy that was held. He made this known to us. So let us watch this video, to see what
Stability
what
of the system and the nation at large. Effective security management needs a total approach that requires various elements to be integrated together in order to secure our environment for legislative procedure to function effectively and maximally. That is why as Apo said, and adopted world-based practices for parliamentary security procedures and architecture. In conclusion, the need for effective security measures in the National Assembly cannot be overemphasized. This is because Parliament needs to be accessible to the public in order to uphold democratic values, making it difficult to implement stringent security measures without affecting others' interests. However, this bill is committed to ensuring best security architecture in the National Assembly to protect legislators, staff, visitors, and property. I therefore admonish our state assemblies to critically look at their security architecture in order to have a robust security of the state assemblies. With these few points of mine, I wish us peaceful and fruitful hearing deliberations
Yeah.
that will ultimately bring turnout.
All right. I believe we've all seen the video where the House of Rep of the Federal Consistency has made it known that the Boko Haram are planning, to strike the House of Assembly with other House of Rep inside the building. Which he also made it known that it's not just the Boko Haram. Maybe the protesters too are, making their grievances known that okay that they are planning, to burn the House of Assembly. Now, so with that, I want to ask this few questions now. Afolabi, how do you think our House of Reps are the lawmakers of the society, and they are the one that they have everything in their command in the country. So how do you think our lawmakers should now really react if the terrorists can openly threaten the National House of Assembly?
All right. Thank you so much for that question. It's a question that begs for answer.
Yeah.
And looking at the question you asked, I want to say this: for the terrorists to have the guts, even to have that how would I put it, that their ways of getting to the National Assembly, giving them the prior notice that we are coming after you. The National Assembly comprises the upper chamber, which is the Senate House, and the lower chamber, which is the green house.
Yes,
That
yes.
is the House of
Awesome.
Representatives. Now, you know, this is a kind of message, or what our senators and our reps should know, that okay, if these terrorists can have that gut to write to them that okay, as a threat, that okay, we are coming after you, this is a message that many Nigerians are not safe, and so many Nigerians have been in under this condition even before their own coming to them. Look at what happens in the Ilorin just of recent. There is a particular town in that state where the bandits, they have to get to the whole town and destabilize everything. Everybody is now thinking of leaving the town, and everywhere. I mean, that town is desolate now.
Yeah.
Nobody is willingly to reside in that town because of the fear of the terrorists or the Boko Haram, or what have you, what they call either ISWAP or whatever they name themselves. Now, coming to the National Assembly is a warning message for them that okay, there is no adequate security in this country, and it is part of their duty to provide the adequate security for the Nigerians, the safety of life and properties. That is the number one major thing that any government that wants to succeed should think of. But if you are unable to secure the lives and property of people that you are leading, why are you there as the leader? Now, this issue of threatening the National Assembly, I think this is the right time for the security architecture to rally around, to know that Nigeria as a country need to have our security to strategize on how to secure our land.
Okay, thank you for you mentioning that the security should go rally around and come up with information to protect them. Now, so I mean, in most cases where this happens, most countries where this happens, maybe a terrorist write an open letter to a particular state that okay, we are coming, and when we come, something like this are going to happen. Definitely, there have been several letters that has been written in Nigeria that okay, we are coming for this for this state, and this will definitely happen. Now, I want to ask that okay, does this now shows that does this show weaknesses in our national security system? I mean, we have the Air Force, we have the we have the army, we have all kind of forces, and even the new introduced ones, the Amotekuns and stuff like that. Yeah.
For the southwest.
Yes. Now, does this shows their weaknesses? That okay, that these people are not capable to protect the citizen.
No, I would not say it is due to their weaknesses, because we have some gallant officers that work day by day just to ensure that there is a adequate security. But at the same time, we have a saboteur among the security personnel.
Yeah.
Like the one we heard sometimes that they were on the war front. Instead of their command to give orders for them to fire, he seeks his command, and the so-called terrorists, I mean, started shooting the security that on the ground, instead of their leader, their command, to give them the order. And you know, the one thing about the security is that obey the last order.
Order,
If you
yes.
are not ordered to do something, you
Okay,
can't do
then
it. And if you try to do it, you'll be dealt with. And they are afraid, the fear of dealing with them after the war. That is why many of our soldiers lost their life. We have some saboteur, and this issue of the threatening to the National Assembly. If we are not careful enough, don't be surprised that among the so-called what is it, the National Assembly people, from the Senate to the Rep, a lot of saboteur are among them. That is the area that they are getting their own money. They want to enrich themselves through that, because they know that if the country is not at rest, they will not, they know that okay, they will have their own way. And most of them, okay, is it not among these among let's say we Nigerians, that we have someone who is an intermediary for the terrorists and the government?
Yeah.
And that person who serves as intermediary, do you think that it is easy for someone to be an intermediary? If I did not have any relationship with you, and I did not have any relationship with the second party, will I be an intermediary between both of you? No. But because I have a relationship with you, and I have a relationship with others, okay, let me serve as intermediary, so that what you are trying to drag want to come in, so that you will put everything, you let everything die down. That is why we have intermediary. And for us to have Nigeria, a Nigerian as intermediary between the country and the terrorists, it means we are in trouble. Our life are in danger. We are not secure, because someone who give you, like Yoruba people do say that ẹni tó ṣe àfẹ́ẹ̀rí fún aáyán náà ló ṣe àrìnàkò fún adìyẹ. What I mean is that, you know, when you see the cockroach, you know, cockroach love to fly, and the same person that inform cockroach that okay, fly to this area, will be the one that will call the croc that see, there is one cockroach somewhere, go and take it. You understand?
Yeah.
This is what I'm trying to say, that for the fact that we have some Nigerians that are serving as intermediary for the terrorists and the country, it's something that we need to think about. We need to think about it. And for the National Assembly, do not say it won't happen. What we need is prevention is better than cure. Let us prevent it. Let us prevent it. Thank God they notified you, because sometimes if the terrorists want to work in such places like that, they will not give any notice. They will just go there. But that notification should not create fear on our on our representative and our senators, so that it won't serve as a way of shifting their attention from their regular duty. Because even some of the senators now will be afraid to attend plenary, and we have a lot of things that they need to sit on and coming out with good outcome. And if that fear is in them, they won't be able to have plenary. And you don't be surprised that you see the House of Senate and House of Reps that okay, they want to go on a break so that they will not be victim of the terrorists. And oh, one thing about terrorists is that if they inform you that they want to strike, do not expect them immediately.
It might take months before they come.
Months.
Before they come.
When you will not
You,
by the time
you might have even forgotten that
that okay, since they are not
coming.
here now, it means they will not be here. Let us work on how to secure our land. If it will maybe we need to add more to our forces, maybe recruiting a lot of people to the either the Nigerian police, military, or what have you. Let us do like the state policing that our government are looking the way they are handling that the bills that call for the state policing. They look at it that it is nothing to write home about. At least if we have a lot of we have youth who can complement the effort of the one that is there now. I think even the so-called the terrorists, we know that okay, there's adequate security in this country, we cannot dare them, but they know the lapses of the country that they don't have more personnel in the security how will I put it, they don't have more personnel that will secure their land. Okay, let us invade them. In order to avoid this invade, we should work on our security. How are we going to tighten our security? And if we need more arms, let us get it for our security personnel in order to secure our land, so that our life will not be in danger by the terrorists.
Now, sorry for cutting you. I want to ask this question now. What if this thing they are trying to play it as more like a political distraction? Like, what I mean about that is that for example, now if they say that probably they need they want to secure their lives. Now they are now passing some bills that okay they are now passing some bills that they want to they will want to recruit new soldiers, and it's going to take them this so amount of money.
Okay, I understand that maybe some people are behind it. That okay, let us send a letter to National Assembly so that they will be able to get more security personnel. If that is the let's go by that way. That okay, it happens that way. It's a plus for the country.
Yeah, because I know.
Yes, forgetting that there are some people that want their men to be among the security personnel. That is why we need to scrutinize the processing. The process, we need to scrutinize it. Okay, if you are to be employed into the Nigerian police or the army and naval, custom, and what have you, there should be proper scrutinizing. That okay, so that they will not engage saboteur into the security security field or profession or whatever. You see, I understand the fact that some people may think of this is the time for us to get our money.
Yeah.
Okay, when we scare them, they may want to have more security, but it's a plus. That is why we need to we need to be wise enough. Now, okay, if you need 2,000, get 2,000 to complement the effort of the one that is already there.
Yeah.
Get it, and let their welfareism be available on time. Because when you are working somewhere and there is nothing motivating you to work, you will discover that you will see people, they will take that work as why am I going, why did I want to kill myself?
Yeah.
Especially the security, because they will be at the war front. Yes, because that is their calling. They are called to defend their country. That is why whenever I see any security personnel, I always give it to them, because it is not that easy. It is not that easy for someone to secure his father or mother's land. That is that.
All right. Thank you, Afolabi, for doing justice to that. With this, let's quickly go on a short break. So, welcome back from that brief break. So with this, we'll be moving on to our second topic, which says Sanusi fought FG for borrowing after subsidy removal. Recently the FG removed the fuel subsidy. So I think, and Sanusi is the president. Is it former governor of the
Central Bank
Central Bank
of
of Nigeria?
Nigeria.
So he came on and said, and he fought the Nigeria, he fought the FG for still borrowing money after the subsidy. On his post there is read that former CBN governor and the sixth emir of Kano, Mohammed Sanusi, has criticized the federal government for continued borrowing despite removing fuel subsidy. Speaking at the Oxford Global Think Tank Leadership Conference in Abuja, Sanusi said the subsidy removal had already increased revenue and questioned why the Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration was still taking notes. He praised the removal of fuel subsidy and exchange rate unification as painful but necessary, but warned that reckless spending could erase the gains. If you stop paying subsidies but continue borrowing, it means you have fight one hole only to dig another. He said Sanusi blamed the nation's economic woes on years of poor fiscal management and populist policies. He urged the government to cut waste, asking why do we need 48 ministers and launch convoys. He also condemned the culture of praise singing in governance, noting that sycophancy prevents leaders from hearing the truth. According to him, leaders must seek honest advisors rather than those who flatter them. You know, I think we've discussed this. We've discussed about these ministers. Making use of their launch convoy. You can see if a minister wants to go out now, you might see like a 15 convoy of cars following him. Just a minister. I mean, the money for fueling that convoy, the money for maintaining all those vehicles can be diverted into another thing that can make the economic better. I think those are the things that the former CBN governor is saying. Is saying. So which brings me to this question that why is government still borrowing, like why is government still borrowing money after the removal of the fuel subsidy?
Okay, thank you. I will just answer that question as a good Nigerian, because that question should be directed to the Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration, just for them to answer the question, because I don't see reason for us to be borrowing money. And but if you borrow money and you are able to refund the money, it means okay, you have a gain after borrowing money.
Yeah.
But the money that we are borrowing in this country, there is nothing like a profit or gain. We are just borrowing to put the life of Nigerians in abject poverty. Because when you borrow money, okay, let us look at the removal of the first subsidy. It caused a lot of things. Like Sanusi said, it is hard, but it is necessary.
Yeah.
We know that it is very hard, but it is necessary, because the money they will gather from that subsidy removal will be used for another thing. That is what we Nigerians expected. But now, despite the removal of the first subsidy, we still have the record of borrowing, not from one country to
Another
another.
country.
Why are we borrowing? What are we using the
The
money
money to
for?
do.
That is the question. And the answer is, Sanusi himself have already answered the reason why, the reason for the government to be borrowing money, because he spoke as a why would I put it, as a, not as a politician, because politician will not like to listen to that conversation, that okay, you are borrowing money, why do you need a long convoy? They believe is having long convoy will show whom they are, and using long convoy, they didn't know that they are endangering their life. Yes, because even the so-called terrorists that said they want to burn the National Assembly, they may not, go after National Assembly and waiting for them on their way, because even though most of them, they move through the flight, it is only when they are within the Abuja that they are making use of their vehicle. Most of them using flight. We understand that. But why do we need to be spending money unnecessarily on what is not? I'm not saying that people who are serving should not enjoy themselves, but the level of enjoyment should be minimal, not to the detriment of the many Nigerians.
Now, thank you for that, Afolabi. Now, I want to give a breakdown of a basic, allowance
Oh,
of just one minister in Nigeria.
you know what?
Yeah.
I want to advise you not to read it out,
No,
because
no. Let us.
if many Nigerians that are watching us right
Yeah.
now could get this information clearly, we that we are here, we are not safe. They may be thinking of how to throw stone if it is possible or not. That how will someone, single person,
The
earning this? Why we have some what is it called, the government workers that even their annual
the annual salary,
is not up to what a senator will earn in a month. Even I said annual, even they are 35 years in service. They are 35 years in service. It is not up to what a senator will earn in a single month. Not to talk of ministers. Not to talk of ministers, but for the sake of the fact, you can let us have it.
Okay. You see, for annual benefit and the other allowance, the annual salary of just one minister is approximately 7,800,000. With another one, housing allowance, that is 4,052,000. Furniture allowance, 6,079,000. Motor vehicle loan, that's motor vehicle loan, not maintenance, not their maintenance. Motor vehicle loan, 8,105,000. And extra code allowance, that's $900 per night for international trips. That is if they
that is why you see them
gushing out.
That we want to travel out to this whole country.
You see, leave allowance which total to sum of 810,000. You see, with all these benefits and all allowance that a single minister is earning in Nigeria, now let us not talk of we now having 40 of them in the system
Going out.
So that cost us a whole lot, which like the CBN has said that there are things that we need to cut off. So now that brings us to this question. But I think because of our time, we are going to continue with it tomorrow. It says that there's a viral picture of a governorship aspirant of Anambra State, which unveils our campaign photos for the governorship election. But with this, because of our time, we are going to continue this tomorrow. So our viewers, and thank you for joining our program for today, the CONFAB. Please don't remember to always be at the lookout. Special thanks to our CEO, the
The
person of
executive producer,
the King Michael Adeboye
Adeboye
Ashaolu,
Ashaolu, and
and
to the man behind
the
his console,
console
Balogun
Abdulsalam
Absamat, I would
Balogun,
say thank you.
Big Balo.
And to all our esteemed navigator, we say thank you so much for joining us today. Tomorrow is another day.
Yeah.
Ayomikun, let us meet tomorrow
Yeah.
from our own hand here.
Saying
Ayomikun, Faloye, and Adenipekun Afolabi, your prince on the show. We are saying bye
bye.
for now. Till tomorrow. Thank you.